positive side, I'm Courtney Courtwright. Thanks so much for joining us. He might be pint-sized, but one boy is already making some big-sized moves. Chad Tucker shows us how he's learning life lessons down on the flower farm.
He's got 50 acres to get in trouble on now.
I mean, you're living every kid's dream, you know that?
Yes, I'm very thankful. This is a excavator, the 320 Caterpillar.
At just 12 years old, Colt Crumb likes his toys big, real big.
He's always busy. That's his biggest thing, busy. Whether it's something good or bad, he's going to stay busy with it.
Colt's been busy working the land with his dad as long as he can remember.
He's got common sense way more than I had when I was 12 years old. I can promise you that.
Well, I drive the tractor, I can drive the truck, I drive the excavator, the skid steer, about everything.
Lessons. Colt got honest.
My dad was a heavy equipment operator. He passed away. Colt was about a year old.
From one generation to the next.
Riding on the tractor, a big responsibility.
Colt has grown up right here on Dogwood Farm.
Riding on the tractor, I remember riding on the tractor a lot.
I started carrying him around in a papoose in my tractor when he could barely hold his head.
And as he grew, so too this popular flower farm.
I love seeing the families come.
More flowers welcomed more bees.
It is not comfortable.
And Colt tapped in, bottling his own honey.
It's really cool.
The honey, flowers, and moving red dirt. It's all open doors for him to learn so many of life's lessons.
Started off with power wheels and then I went to tractors.
He's a kid, but he is an old soul kid. And anybody that talks to him knows Colt Crump is an old man.
In Blues Creek.
So do you like to tear up things?
Yes, love it.
Looking for Roy's young folks. Can you believe your dad lets you do it?
Yeah, kinda and kinda not.
Chad Tucker.
He doesn't surprise me. I got faith in him.
Fox 8 News.
He's going to be a good man.
And speaking of learning and growing, WNCT gave middle school students the chance to learn all about what we do here at the station. We hosted a group from Grifton School. It's part of the Greenville Pitt Chamber of Commerce's Grow Local Week. Students get to see different career opportunities in their own communities.
They were very excited to see the local news station and everything y'all do and be able to correlate it with our standards that we teach and just kind of give them like a real world look at how math, science all applies to their life. I think a lot of them were able to connect and see like, oh, okay, so things I do now are going to actually affect me later on, and this is something that I could do.
They also got a look here in our studio with our weather team, a behind-the-scenes tour of our control room, and also time to ask our chief photojournalists and reporters some questions about being in the field. Earth Day is coming up on Monday. In honor of that, ECU students, staff, and people in Greenville are coming together to raise awareness about preservation efforts. That includes improving our ecosystem. One of the events ECU hosted earlier this week was a tree planting dedication. For every one tree lost on campus, 3 trees were planted in its place. At the event, a dedication honored ECU as a Tree Campus USA for the 8th straight year in a row.
We try to use this as an educational opportunity to raise awareness about environmental challenges, but also ways that the university is reducing our impacts on the environment.
ECU students who were preserving painted lady butterflies got to release them and give the community a chance to help out. Earth Day, like I said, is Monday, and the ECU community will continue these activities throughout the week leading up to it. A 9-year-old boy's dream come true. Coming up next on 9 on the Positive Side, the unique animal he's caring for. One family from Oklahoma finds comfort in life's surprises. Their son's childhood passion brought them a unique pet. As Jordan Fremstead reports, the unexpected addition to their family is only the beginning.
Joy can be found in life's unexpected moments.
There's new life and growth.
Carrie and Cameron Clifford find comfort living life with their boys, Cal and Lyle. Deep into the depths of Cal's home,
laundry room.
He'll show you the way and the key to his heart.
Yeah.
One animal occupies his thoughts.
So much.
Just look at his room.
He's obviously extremely passionate.
Cameron had the thought,
theoretically it is possible,
to buy Cal his very own octopus.
That's amazing.
His reaction paints the value of the moment.
And it's fun to do it together.
Meet Terrence.
Pretty cool.
It's been my childhood dream.
More than 3 million TikTok likes. Their story has rippled across the nation from the New York Times to NPR.
It's just a miracle to have an octopus.
New pets bring new lessons.
She's a girl, which we learned.
More than 50 babies later,
this was never even supposed to happen.
They learned a fun fact.
Put it back in the water.
They work with a retired biologist, Dr. Tim.
So many responsibilities.
To care for these babies.
69 degrees Fahrenheit.
Carrie sees Cal venturing out of his shell.
It was sweet.
Embracing his love for wildlife.
It was extremely fun.
And time with his dad.
That is something that I really appreciate and won't take for granted.
Cameron finds beauty in life's unplanned moments.
That's been a great thing to learn.
But he learned his family is exactly where they're supposed to be.
You can find meaning in unexpected things.
In Edmond, Jordan Fremstead.
And it's just amazing.
Oklahoma Zone. News Now.
And Terrence is in her golden years and won't be around much longer, but the family plans to keep a couple of her babies. The rest of the hatchlings are going to other homes. Now to an aquarium in California where an orphan sea otter pup arrived for rehabilitation. The baby otter rescued off the coast of Santa Cruz County is being paired up with an adult female sea otter to learn all the necessary survival skills now. That includes foraging for food and grooming their fur.
The last several years, the population has stabilized at about 3,000, and we're hoping that with our efforts at trying to put more pups back into the wild, we're going to be able to continue to recover this species off of our coastline.
The pup will be the first surrogate raised otter at this aquarium, which will be able to accommodate up to 4 rescued sea otters each year. A heartwarming collaboration in Texas now. Local organizations and businesses coming together to help a duck named Polly, who is facing a challenging physical condition. Polly was found with half of her bill missing. Now, Southwestern University's Makerspace 3D print studio is stepping in to help her and design a 3D replica of her bill. This innovative solution aims to restore Polly's ability to carry out essential functions. Summer travel season is almost here, and everyone knows flying can be stressful sometimes. One of the world's busiest airports is helping travelers take a load off with help from some furry friends. Ian Lee reports.
These pups are on patrol at Istanbul Airport. They're not sniffing out drugs, but searching for tense travelers passing through Turkey.
Gerçekten çok talep görüyoruz.
This dog handler says, we see a lot of demand for therapy dogs. They help people to relax. Border Collie Alita leads the pack of this pilot project, giving kisses and comfort.
After your long flight or you get stressful or you lost something, you need something like can keep you calm down, and something that's like the dog is wonderful.
Italian Retriever Cookie loves belly rubs.
I think it looks nice to have like friendly dogs in the airports.
And research shows this positive approach has health benefits, reducing stress, raising feel-good hormones, and lowering blood pressure.
They stop people worrying and they make people happy.
The idea is being unleashed at airports around the world, from the UK to Miami International.
He's here to keep you happy and de-stressed.
He's doing a great job.
Is he?
He's doing a great job.
It's dogs doing what they do best.
This is Brody. See how soft he is?
Being our best friends. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Next in our Connecting the Community segment, how a group of people are wearing the same piece of clothing to send a big message and give back to those in need. In this week's Connecting the Community, we're learning about the Junior League of Greenville. I talked to the co-chairs of an initiative coming up this week that you can take part in and give back to your neighbors. What is Junior League of Greenville and how can people get involved?
Yeah, so the Junior League of Greenville is a group of women. I believe we have over 100
volunteers
in it. And basically, we use our platform in order to fill in the blanks in the community. Our goal is to fill in the gaps in our community and help raise awareness to the issue at hand. Our impact is for food insecurity and physical fitness in the community. And so that's where we kind of step in when there's a need.
Yeah, and there's a lot of leadership opportunities. You know, this year being co-chairs of Little Black Dress, we both really had an opportunity to get out of our comfort zone and really develop some skill sets that I don't think we would have developed if it weren't for our participation with this league this year.
So tell me a little bit about the Little Black Dress initiative.
Yes, actually next week, April 22nd through the 26th, is the Junior League of Greenville's primary fundraiser. It is the Little Black Dress Initiative, and actually it started in 2014 with the Junior League of London. They took their popular fashion week and they had all of their members wear the same black dress for a week to bring awareness to their mission, which was actually poverty. They had a lot of success wearing that same dress in these different environments, bringing conversation and awareness as well as raising funds to help support that mission. So a couple years ago in Greenville, we adapted the fundraiser and we used it to address our mission, which is again food insecurity, physical fitness, and healthy eating habits. And we've had a lot of success the last couple years engaging the community.
And so it's supposed to be a visual representation of the fact that hunger is an invisible illness, but also I know in the past few years that I've done it, it definitely makes you think about, like you would think, oh, not having to pick my outfit for the next day would be so freeing, but it's not. It's very, by the end of the week, you're just exhausted, and it makes you think about all these people that are, maybe they only are eating the same thing every day of the week and how they must feel even longer than just a week. So it's definitely impactful in more ways than just the fundraising side of it.
During that week, we do a lot of volunteer opportunities, try and raise funds to give back to our community partners.
We have a lot of community sponsors helping us with this, so over the next week, you're going to see a lot of our t-shirts that we sell each year. Our shirt this year is going to say, "This shirt feeds our neighbors," because we want to make it a little bit more personalized. Food insecurity is really a silent epidemic, and you know, you don't really think about the fact that it could be your neighbor next door that doesn't have food. We're going to have the shirts for sale at one of our sponsors, Pitt Street Brewing Company. Will have those shirts for sale during that week.
Yeah, we're also excited. We're going to host a wrap-up party this year at Pitt Street Brewing Company on Friday, April 26th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are going to have some raffle prizes from some of our wonderful sponsors, and so donations made at that party during that time from 5 to 8 p.m. will actually be able to put in a raffle ticket to hopefully win a prize from some of our great sponsors in the area.
Eastern North Carolina is really helping you guys with the initiative.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we can be more impactful when we work together as a community, right? That's how we really reach everyone who benefits from this mission, this community impact, and you know, the community partners that we're fortunate enough to have a different reach than we would have as a league on our own. And so we're really thankful for their support and their partnership during this fundraiser and others throughout the year with the Junior League of Greenville.
How could people get involved with Junior League of Greenville?
The Junior League of Greenville, North Carolina's website would be a great place for more information about the windows that we accept new members, ways again that we give back to our community. So there's information on there about our Little Black Dress Initiative, as well as our specific community partners and how we've given back the last couple of years. So it's a great place to start. Our website will also have information to a website called CauseVox, and that is our platform for fundraising during the Little Black Dress Initiative. So all of our sponsors also will have or all participants of Little Black Dress Initiative will have their own CauseVox link. So that's where we take donations and help kind of track that we are trending towards achieving our goal, which this year is very ambitious. $50,000 is the goal for next week's Little Black Dress Initiative. So we are excited and looking for all of the community support.
2 decades ago, a Statesville man feared life as he knew it was over, but Bobby Griffith says archery made him feel whole again. Later this month, he will represent the U.S. in an international competition. John Lee shares his story.
All right, here we go.
No matter what the sport, a good coach helps you stay on target.
That was kind of low there, Seth.
Robert Griffith is the archery coach at Cornerstone Christian Academy.
So don't shoot the same distance every time.
You can call him Bobby.
Well, I enjoy coaching because I enjoy passing along the sport of archery. You need to stick with the bow that you're going to shoot.
Bobby's son CJ is an accomplished archer too.
He's never really forced me to shoot archery. It's been something that I've seen him do.
I try to be an inspiration for our kids that we, coach here at the school.
When students first meet Bobby, questions are inevitable.
Kids have no filter. Some of them will just come right up and come right out and say, hey, what happened to your leg, or where is your leg? And my kids have some funny stories they tell.
How he was deep sea fishing and they caught a shark and it had got his leg.
The real story about how Robert lost his leg isn't quite as spectacular as the fake ones, but it's every bit as compelling.
It was March 6, 1990.
His mother still has the crumpled newspaper clippings. He was 16 when he tried to help a stranded motorist off US 321 south of Blowing Rock.
And I was pushing her car from behind, and another car came up the road and just sandwiched me right between the two cars.
After doctors amputated his right leg, he was hailed as a good Samaritan, just trying to help. The multi-sport athlete couldn't compete like he used to, but archery gave him a shot at finding his way.
It helped me in the fact that it gave me something to focus on, so that there was just not like everything was lost, that there was still something that I could, get out and do.
Soon, he'll compete for Team USA Archery at the Parapan American Championship in Brazil.
It's just such an honor to be able to compete, and have the, the American flag and represent your country.
Meanwhile, CJ, who does not have a disability, was selected for Team USA's Red Team.
And I'm really excited for this year because I get to be on it with my dad,
Good job.
Bobby encourages more people to give archery a try.
And especially if there's anybody that has any disabilities that, are interested in shooting archery, hopefully, they'll see that it is a possibility.
It's never been an excuse for him. It's never been anything that hinders him.
34 years after his leg was amputated, Bobby helps grow the sport because what it's done for him is immeasurable.
What you have to do here is what's called gap shooting, which is going to be right between the two pins. Okay, yeah. So you have to put kind of this one above the center and this one below the center, and that should put you right in there.
But he's more than just a coach. He's also an ambassador for archery.
Ah, look at that. Good job.
In Statesville.
Exactly.
John Lee.
Perfect.
Queen City News.
True inspiration. Thank you so much for joining us for 9 on the Positive Side this weekend. One last thing before we go. A dog in training at the fire department. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time.